Do you miss me yet? That was the opening line for Donald J. Trump at the Conservative Political Action Conference, CPAC 2021. For those who don't know, CPAC is an annual conference for conservative voices. It's the moneymaker. This is the one if you want to get backers, you want to get people to fund your campaign, you better strike it hot at CPAC. So understandably, this would be the first place that Donald Trump spoke at since he left the White House, and he did not disappoint. I filmed a video about a week ago with some predictions on what would happen during CPAC, what Donald Trump would say, what I felt like he was going to try to get across to conservatives. There's been a lot of rumors floating around that he might try to start his own party, like a Patriot Party, a third party, that he may be scorned by the way that the Republican Party has treated him, or just that he might just be just kind of lost his mind because of all the chaos that happened January 6th and the attempted impeachment and all that type of stuff. My view was that he was going to use CPAC as a way to basically right the ship, put the Republican Party back on track, shoot down these silly ideas of a third party that would only destroy the Republican Party and hand every election to the Democrats from here on out. So those were basically my predictions. I said that he would that he'd end this third party discussion, that he would bring the party kind of more in line with the MAGA movement, so the Make America Great situation. America First would be the agenda. I thought we'd get back there. I also thought that he would make it very clear that he is the front runner for 2024 if he chooses to run. But I also said that I didn't think he would actually commit to running for president. And then I kind of said that I thought he would use this to kind of set the agenda for the next 2 to 4 years, how things are going to play out as far as these coming elections in 2 years from now, and then obviously the presidency. So what did I get right? What did I get wrong? Well, I'm going to, spoiler alert, I didn't get anything wrong. So we can kind of go over what he said. So as I said at the beginning, at the start of this, the opening line was, "Do you miss me yet?" And Lord Almighty, I think most conservatives absolutely do miss him, because it's been a train wreck for Joe Biden, and obviously most of us feel like we're back to America last at this point. It just seems like America is kind of getting put behind everybody else's needs. So I think a lot of conservatives definitely were really anticipating this speech, because they do feel like they need that leader, the captain of that ship, to kind of right it. I don't personally think that they absolutely need that. I like policies. I care more about that than I do any person. I don't really care for a president. Donald Trump, I don't think, is probably a very good guy. I don't think he's probably somebody that would want to meet someone like myself or any of you watching this. He's grown up in a completely different lifestyle than all of us. I don't think he'd have any interest in being around us. But with that said, you do need a captain when you're sailing your ship. So the Republican Party, I don't think they've kind of been captainless for a couple months here now, because the people that are there, Mitch McConnell's and stuff like that, those aren't leaders. DeSantis in Florida is starting to step up. Ted Cruz is starting to step up. Kristi Noem is starting to step up. So and those people were at CPAC, and they lit it up. They did a great job. So it just needed that one guy, the catalyst, and Trump has been that catalyst for 4 years. And I said in that last video, I think a big mistake that Democrats made was doing what they did in this election, which was there a lot of stuff that shouldn't be done in an election, you know, as far as like changing rules and laws with voting. It got the outcome they wanted to get him out of office, but like I said in that video, they had 4 years of him already. I thought today was going to reignite all of that, and you're going to have 4 years of him again, and then I believe he's going to run again in 2024. Either him or Donald Trump Jr. might be running. So I think we're going to have at least 12 years. If it's Donald Trump Jr. and he wins, we're going to have 16 years. But so I don't think the MAGA movement's going anywhere, man. I think this America First thing it's back, man. This was the spark I think the Republicans needed. So what did he say? Well, as I said, he started out with, you know, do you miss me yet? But then he went after everything. This was classic Donald Trump. He attacked every aspect. He went at Biden, pointing out all the lies that we all heard, all the warnings that he had given that of what was going to happen and have already happened under Biden. I mean, he was just on point, just hitting. It was like being on a debate stage for him. This is his element, you know. He's a professional roaster. I mean, if he's got his sights set on you, you're done for, and that's kind of what it was for Biden today. He immediately put an end to the third party discussion. He came out right away, said there will not be a third party. We are the Republican Party, we are the GOP, and we will be stronger than ever in the coming years here as we really focus on these upcoming elections. So I think that really gave a lot of people a lot of comfort, because again, Donald Trump moves to a third party, and all of a sudden everything's fractured. Democrats win everything. But now Donald Trump put an end to that. I'm sure the Democrats did not like hearing that. They were hoping to God that he would just split off and just completely just destroy everything. But what they don't realize is he may not be a standard Republican, but he sure the hell hates you guys. So he's not about to hand you anything. So he also said that he will start campaigning coming up here. He's going to be getting behind a lot of people. He is going to be endorsing the people that he wants, and he made it very clear. He named them all off, just as I did in a different video. So even a different one than this, where I named off every single one of the people in the House that voted against him, every single person in the Senate that voted against him. For the impeachment I'm talking about here, named every single one of them off, especially Liz Cheney, and you know, I think she's dead in the water. I don't think she has any chance of getting past for another 4 years, 2 years, even whenever she's up next. I think she's done for, and I think all those guys are. So he made sure to call them all out, and he made it very, very clear that you're either on board or you're out of here. And I agree. I've been saying that. If you're not all in, then you're all out. Bye-bye. He spoke about election integrity, about how we need to fortify these elections. We can't let what just happened happen again, where we can just change laws and do mass mail-in voting and just send out ballots to every human being on these severely outdated voter rolls and all that. And he's completely right, 100%. He nailed that one. Needed to be said. He also spoke on Section 230, the protections for social media, where it allows them to censor people, kick people off, mute, especially censor conservative voices, and have no penalty for it because they're technically not editors, according to Section 230, which is a load of shit. So he spoke on that and how that's got to get fixed. So that's all, all well and good, the policy stuff. But he did, the main thing was how the reception from conservatives would be. That's what everybody wants to know. Like, is he going to have after January 6th? Because honestly, the Democrats, why they wanted him impeached, why they impeached him, why they wanted him charged, was because they wanted to end any chance that he runs again in 2024. Because they're terrified of the man. They know he's going to win And he's going to get the nod from the Republicans, and he'll probably beat them if he runs again in 2024, and they're just absolutely terrified. Well, that's exactly what happened. So in a straw poll that they did, he got 55% said that they would vote for him in a 2024 primary. The DeSantis got 21%, and Noem got 4%. So without him in the field, all of a sudden DeSantis was head and shoulders way above, had easily the best chance. But with Trump there, all of a sudden, Trump's, more than 2 times as likely. So we now know that he's if he wants to run in 2024, it's his. Now, the positive for DeSantis and Noem is they got enough support to where if either of them were to be selected as the VP choice, fantastic. That ticket would be phenomenal. If you can have a Trump DeSantis or Trump Noem ticket, that's going to be a tough ticket to beat, man. Those two are knocking it out of the park, man. They've hit a grand slam over this whole their handling of the coronavirus over the last year. They've been phenomenal. So again, I mean, not the most exciting video in the world, but the point is, and why I wanted to film this, because it's gotta be said, is this was a very, very important day for conservatives and a very important day for liberals too, because the Democrat Party is absolutely terrified of this man. And I think they were hoping that he wouldn't get the reception that he wanted. They tried to paint the picture. They tried to get him to almost appear to be like a traitor to the United States. Like he's kind of lost his marbles a little bit. And that didn't happen. He showed up. He looked like 2016 Donald Trump. Good shape, looked young compared to what happens to every other president, where they just look like they gained 40 years when they get out of office. He looked young. He looked strong. He was crisp in his speaking. He is like a fighter primed for a comeback, man. I said this in that other video. He's a phoenix right now, man. They tore him down. They destroyed him, but I think he did exactly what he needed to do to show that he's going to be rising from these ashes here over the next 2 and 4 years. Again, it all depends on him whether he wants to or not. He's the front runner. He has, if he wants the nod again for the Republicans, he's definitely got it. He hinted at it. He joked about it. He said, "Hey, maybe I'll run again in 2024, beat the Democrats for a 3rd time." Nice little joke on that, obviously. So he definitely threw it out there. But I could see. Me personally, I could see it being Donald Trump Jr. Being at the head of that ticket. And I think he probably gets even more than that 55% that Trump got. I think he's probably got it. He'll probably even get a higher approval rating. So I mean, it was a good day, good day for conservatism. It really was. Again, I'm Trump himself. I don't really care. I don't care about individual people. I'm not a lover of specific presidents. Honestly, I think that's more of a liberal thing to do. Like a lot of liberals, loved like Clinton and they loved Obama, and they loved Hillary because she was a female. They love Kamala Harris because she's a female. I mean, that's for the left to idolize individuals. I personally love policies. I think Donald Trump's policies were phenomenal in his 4 years. I'm excited for these next 4 years with him, dictating how the Republican Party is going to go. I think we're going to take back both the House and the Senate in 2 years, which will be phenomenal. And then, from there, I think it's all sunshine from there. Honestly, I think the direction's phenomenal, and I think we're going to get back to an America First agenda. And so I think we'll probably have to we're going to have to put up with 4 years of Joe Biden. But I don't think we're going to have to put up with any more than that. I don't think, I think it'd be more like we'll have to put up with 1 year to 2 years of Joe Biden and then anywhere from 2 to 3 years of Kamala Harris. And then we'll be back to America First. And, America back on track for success. So, yeah, let's let the games begin, man.